Today we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts and Bruce Leroy and all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And today I want to talk about Jalen Hurts as it relates to Bruce Leroy. But I had this thought because the great Twitter account that is Sooner Gridiron sent out a tweet showing really a remarkable pass from Baker Mayfield to Hollywood Brown 2017 in Bedlam. And this was when the game was at 48-45 and Oklahoma had the ball on its own 23. You had single coverage, one man high safety, two backs in the backfield, and you had basically Hollywood one-on-one. But what I liked most about this throw is that Baker Mayfield needed to wait for the play to develop, go through his progressions and his reads, and he loaded up and he hit Hollywood in stride for the touchdown on the right side of the hash mark. Now, if you've been following the channel closely here over the last few days, you've seen me take apart Jalen Hurts' what I think is his fatal flaw, the thing that he just doesn't do well yet. And I think that's one of the things that Lincoln Riley wants to fix, needs to fix. And the reason that Jalen Hurts showed up to Oklahoma in the first place is to get the best quarterback coaching he can get at the college level while having an opportunity to contend for a national championship. And I've been out there, and I think Alabama fans have been out there saying Jalen Hurts just does not throw the ball well deep to either sideline. Just past 20 yards, he just can't get it done. Now, we can talk about mechanics. We can talk about, is he that kind of a quarterback? And I contend that in this system, you can be a butcher, but we would love you to be a surgeon. And I think that if Jalen Hurts wants to compete, not just for a Heisman Trophy and a national championship, but to compete with other quarterbacks to be a first-round draft pick, that's a thing he's going to have to show marked improvement. Just, he's going to have to be remarkable this year. But when he can make that throw, when he can really stand in the pocket, watch the blitz come, recognize who's covered, who's not, and still throw the ball 40, 50 yards down the field to hit a streaking 4.3 speed receiver like they had at Alabama, like they have at Oklahoma, in stride for a TD when it matters, when it counts, then we're going to be talking about him like we do Bruce Leroy. Like, I got to stress again, this is the fourth quarter. The game was 3 points. You have to win. This is a Big 12 football game. This is a shootout. These are the kinds of games that Oklahoma quarterbacks show up, not just to win Heisman trophies, but to keep Oklahoma in college football playoff hunts, because the last 2 years, Oklahoma's had a regular season loss and needed to depend on its offense to carry it across the finish line. Now, defense is going to do what the defense does, but I'm focusing on Jalen Hurts because I think that this could be the first year in 2 years where Oklahoma could see a dip in quarterback productivity because he can't make those throws, or he hasn't demonstrated an ability to make those throws. But Bruce Leroy didn't demonstrate an ability to be shown up till it was time to be shown up. And that was kind of it. You know, you got to the final level. You got the boss battle. You're in the dungeon. You got Eddie Arcadia holding your girl hostage while they watch you do some ultimate game hunter stuff with my mans, with the Jerry Curl that I love. Look, bucket list item for me, I'm going to show up to somebody's Halloween costume party as shown up. That's just how I get down. And The Last Dragon is really one of my favorite movies. And if you listen to my radio show, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. weekdays on Sports Animal, you're going to hear me talk about this movie and Coming to America and others. But Bruce Leroy needed to know that this is the final level. You can do this only by yourself. So I think of it this way. Let's say that Jalen Hurts wins the Heisman Trophy, you get the Thriceman, the three-peat. I think that when Lincoln Riley walks up to him to congratulate him for what he's done, the whisper needs to be something along the lines of, I can teach you no more. You know, and teach you no more means we've never won a college football playoff. We won 2 Heisman trophies. We won 4 straight Big 12 championships. We haven't done this. This is en route to the final level for Oklahoma. And the way that I think this would be drawn up is you're going to get Trevor Lawrence versus Jalen Hurts, 1 versus 4. In the college football playoff, in the Peach Bowl at Atlanta, basically in Clemson's backyard. And you're going to have Trevor Lawrence showing up like showing up going, when I say, who's the master? You say, sunshine. Because that's what it is right now. He is the national champ. He is the best quarterback in college football today. He can't be knocked off. Tua Tagovailoa certainly has a shot. And that's the dude that everybody would pick. But Jalen Hurts has a shot if for no other reason than he's at Oklahoma and he's got the best coaching available to him. And Everybody's coming here to pick this offense, right? The NFL comes to take trips to Norman. Lincoln Riley's taking trips to the Seattle Seahawks. Everybody wants to pick this guy's brain. You have all the tools. You have the best tutelage. Now, if Jalen Hurts can make the kind of throws that we got used to watching Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray make over the last 2 years, there's nothing else for him to do, and there's nothing else for him to prove. He has reached the final level as a quarterback, and Oklahoma is competing not for a college football playoff, but for a national championship, and that's what this is all about, is it not? All right, that's it for me. Deuces.